Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to this new live stream. Welcome to my channel, Alex's Adventures in English, where I teach you real English. And today I'm teaching you real English from and with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PS1. This is part 7 of my first playthrough. So, let's crack on, shall we?
This year, they're even letting first years train. You should have a go. I hear you're pretty good on a broomstick.
So this is where we left off. Right, we got up to here in the game. I'm not sure where I am, but all I know is that we need to talk to this guy, and he's gonna tell us something about Quidditch.
Madam Hooch was really impressed by my broomstick control. Maybe one day I'll even get to play for Puddlemere United.
Puddlemere United. Oh, that was like something like Manchester United, right? Puddlemere United. Anyway, let's keep talking to him.
Quidditch is the greatest game ever. You have to feel sorry for muggles.
Quidditch is the greatest game ever. You have to feel sorry for muggles. Yeah, muggles, non-magical creatures.
I don't even know it exists.
They don't even know it exists.
Remember to take part in Quidditch training.
Remember to take part in Quidditch training. So it's Quidditch training. Right, that's a compound noun. So the accent goes, the stress falls on the first element. Quidditch training. Okay, let's see if we can actually do that, Take part in Quidditch training. Quidditch training pitch. Like the football pitch, but this is the Quidditch training pitch. Press the square button to use the door. Let's do it. Let's do that, okay? So, my first time doing this, you know?
Welcome, Mr. Potter. Grab your broomstick and we'll begin the training.
So, welcome, Mr. Potter. Grab your broomstick and we'll begin the training. Grab your broomstick. That's an order, right? An instruction. Okay. Yeah, an order, actually. A command. Do this so that we can do something else.
Welcome to Quidditch training. Whichever seeker catches the golden snitch scores his team 150 points.
So whichever seeker catches the golden snitch scores his team 150 points. Okay, so whichever seeker does this scores, that'll mean that he or she will score his team 150 points. Right? So any seeker, remember, is a kind of, it's like a kind of role in the Quidditch match, right? The seeker. I think that the seeker is the one that seeks the golden snitch. Is it? Yeah, the golden snitch. You've got to seek it, grab it, and of course, if you can grab it, you score your team 150 points. You win the match, I think.
Which is why seekers tend to get fouled so much.
Okay, which is why seekers tend to get fouled so much. So fouled, this is like, football. foul. So I think it's dictionary time, guys. Got to check this out because it's an interesting word. Remember to, every time you've got doubts about a word, doubts about its pronunciation, meaning, or grammar, look it up in the dictionary. We're going to use the Cambridge Online Dictionary or the Longman Online Dictionary. Let's go for the Longman. So this is foul, right? Foul. This is get fouled so much. So it's a verb, right? To get fouled. As a verb, it means if a sports player fouls another player, they do something that is not allowed by the rules. That is foul, right? So as a noun, it can mean something. It can mean the same or something similar. An action in a sport that is against the rules. That is a foul. For example, Bright was booked for a foul on the goalkeeper. Right, he did something against the rules. Maybe I don't know, he kicked or punched the goalkeeper. Now, let's continue. So we've got great. Okay. Time to play some Quidditch.
For your first Seeker training, let's practice chasing the snitch.
Okay, for your first Seeker training, let's practice chasing the snitch. This is something we mentioned before. It's very common in English. You've got two words. When you've got two words, like first Seeker, and at the end of the first word, you've got two consonants like S and, well, actually, you've got S and T, and right after it, you've got another consonant, in this case, S. You will drop the consonant in the middle of the T, and you get first Seeker. First Seeker. So it's like you don't pronounce two S's. You only pronounce one, and you say first Seeker. For your first Seeker training, right? For your first Seeker training, let's practice chasing the snitch. Yes, so one long S sound. One long S sound. For your first Seeker training, let's practice chasing the snitch.
Fly through 10 hoops generated by the golden snitch.
Fly through 10 hoops generated by the golden snitch. Okay, we've got to fly through 10 hoops that are generated by the golden snitch. Remember what a hoop is, right? These round things, like in this case, these are magical or magic hoops. And we've got to fly through them.
Get set. 3,
Get
2,
set.
1.
So get ready. Okay. Fuck.
Well done for that performance. You've earned silver wings.
Oh, you've earned silver wings. So well done for that performance. Performance. Yeah, that with a schwa at the beginning. Performance with that long o in the middle. Performance and ending with a schwa. Well done for that performance. You've earned silver wings. So that's the contraction, right? Between you and have. You've earned silver wings. Silver wings, right? You've earned silver wings. Very good. Oh, I've really won.
Time for your second seeker training lesson.
So time for your second seeker training lesson. Second seeker training lesson. Second seeker training lesson. That's an interesting thing there. I think it's dictionary time, guys. Because when we talk about this second seeker, there's a rhetorical figure or something. This is just let me double check it. Maybe I can teach you something. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. Alliteration. Alliteration, right? This comes from literature. The use of several words together that begin with the same sound or letter in order to make a special effects, especially in poetry, right? So usually beginning words with the same consonant sound, you know? So for example, you might say, there's one example here. The alliteration, for alliteration, it ought to be Pablo and Picao. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation, but P and P. In this case, in the game, we've got second seeker. Second seeker. So that creates that alliteration effect. Going back to the game.
You seem to have the hang of chasing the snitch.
You seem to have the hang of chasing the snitch. That's an interesting one. You know, a very interesting expression. To have the hang of something or of doing something. This is dictionary time again, guys. So, usually get the hang of something. Will usually say, get the hang of something. And if you get the hang of something, that means that you learn how to do something or use something. So, for example, it seems difficult at first, but you'll soon get the hang of it. Right? So in this case, she says, have the hang of chasing the snitch. It's like, it seems you seem to have learned how to, chase the snitch. Going back to the game. But first, let me take some water. Let me drink some water.
Now let's see if you're any good at catching it.
So now let's see if you're any good at catching it. Okay, it seems you've learned how to chase the snitch. But now let's see if you're any good at catching it. So of grabbing it, you know, and this is interesting, an interesting grammar bit, an interesting grammar lesson, short lesson. You say that you're good at something, or in this case, as you can see, at doing something. And why doing something? Why at catching it? Because at is a preposition here. So if there's a verb right after it, the verb goes or takes ing at the end. You know, we add ing at the end of the verb after a preposition.
Now fly through 20 hoops, then hit the cross button when the snitch moves towards your hand.
Now fly through 20 hoops, then hit the cross button when the snitch moves towards your hand. So when the snitch moves towards your hand. Okay, moves towards. That's a great word in terms of pronunciation, isn't it? Towards. It begins with that schwa at the beginning, because it begins with that, of course. It begins with a schwa towards in this accent in the UK. So actually in RP or modern RP, towards, and it ends with that long O sound you'll find in words like floor, towards, and with an S at the end, unlike American English, in which you'll hear something like toward, without the S at the end.
On my mark, 3,
On
2,
my mark.
1.
I've completely forgotten what she said, to be honest with you, about what we have to do. Oh, come on. I was paying too much attention to English. That's a fire? A fire hoop, apparently. Nowadays, we actually have a game based on Quidditch, you know? We've got a Quidditch game nowadays. I've actually got that one. Oh, I've got to grab
Excellent.
the snitch.
For that performance, you've earned gold wings and 25 house points to Gryffindor.
Excellent. For that performance, you've earned gold wings and 25 house points to Gryffindor. So you earn something to someone or something in this case, right? Because can you see the preposition there? You've earned gold wings and 25 house points. So in other words, you've earned something to Gryffindor. You've earned something to something or someone, it might be. So for that performance, you've earned, again, that contraction between you and have, right? You've earned with that long sound you'll hear in words like church. You've earned.
In a Quidditch match, whichever team's seeker catches the golden snitch wins his team 150 points.
Yep, this is something we mentioned before. In a Quidditch match, whichever team's seeker catches the golden snitch wins his team 150 points. That's usually a tricky word, catches. It's usually a tricky word for my students. You know, they will usually say, I don't know, something like catch without pronouncing the is at the end. But yes, when you've got a word ending in ch, sh, x, or double s, the the spelling in the present simple, in the present simple, you add es to the verb at the end. And that es is always pronounced as is. So you say catches, washes, fixes, and I don't know, something like dishes, right? Dishes. SH, ES at the end, is, dishes, catches. The Golden Snitch wins his team 150 points. So it's a Quidditch match, not a Quidditch match. It's a compound noun. Compound nouns take their main stress on the first item, on the first word in the item in a Quidditch match. Whichever team's seeker catches the Golden Snitch, any seeker, any team's seeker catching the Golden Snitch wins his team 150 points.
This often results in that seeker's team winning the match.
Okay, this often results that you usually that t in often gets, it's not pronounced. That's why she says often, often. This often results in that seeker's team winning the match. And in terms of grammar, interestingly enough, we can see that results as a verb is followed by the preposition in. So this often results in something, in that seeker's team winning the match. Let's continue.
Now, let's see how you manage catching a snitch while racing against another seeker.
Well, that seems more difficult, doesn't it? Now let's see how you manage catching a snitch while racing against another seeker. So I think it's dictionary time again. Just let me check something. And the word manage caught my attention. So as a verb, in this case it means to do something difficult, So to succeed in doing something difficult, especially after trying very hard. So you can say, yeah, manage, manage. Interesting. Interestingly enough, I'm checking out that manage is usually followed by the to infinitive. We'll usually say manage to do something rather than manage to doing something or manage doing something. Okay? Yeah. That's interesting because she says manage doing something, doesn't she? But yes, the grammatically correct. Let's do this. The grammatically correct sentence would be, let's see how you manage to do something, how do you manage to catch the snitch while racing against another seeker. Yes. And mind you, in written English, people often use succeed in doing something rather than manage to do something, as it sounds more formal. You know, the the succeed in doing something sounds a bit more formal. So at a time of depression, Roosevelt succeeded in restoring hope. So yes, succeed in doing something is the one that sounds more formal, right? Manage to do something is a bit more spoken English, is a bit more frequent in spoken English.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
So this time we've got to compete. Oh, come on, mate. No, he's winning. No! Bloody hell. Oh no! I'm losing. Oh no, come on. Come on, Harry. Get the snitch. You can do it. Where is it? Can't see it. Lost it. Lost track of it. I think you can say you lost sight of something too. Oh. When am I supposed to...
Are you flying your broom backwards, Mr. Potter?
Shush it, you. That was such an unnecessary comment. Come on, Harry. You can do it. Ah, come on. Ah. I was thinking about Adrian in Rocky Balboa. Win it! Win it! He was very competitive. Now let's see if we can grab it. Oh, I think... Okay.
Well
There
done
you
for
go.
that performance. You've earned silver wings.
Silver wings only? Really? Come on. I should have
Run along
earned.
then, Mr. Potter. The Quidditch training doors are always open for you.
Run along, Mr. Potter. the Quidditch training doors. Did she say that? The Quidditch training doors are always open for you. Are always open for you. So run along, like, kind of saying, bugger off. Okay. There are some butterflies. Is it possible for us to save our progress? Apparently it is. Let's do it. I really like the graphics, you know. I know that they're not modern, you know, that by modern standards, they're awful, but I really like them, you know. The Hogwarts entrance hall. Press the square button to use the door. Oh. Oh, this is... We are back. Where everything started. Dungeon. Use the door. I remember that word from Harry Potter. The dungeon will do. Okay, first time in the dungeon. Dungeon sounds quite creepy, doesn't it? If I think of dungeon, I feel like I'm gonna be tortured in it. Is that Snape? Really? Let me do this first. This is going to be epic.
Mr. Potter, your celebrity status does not grant you snooping rights.
That's Severus Snape. Severus Snape. Mr. Potter, your celebrity status does not grant you snooping rights. So the rights to snoop around, you know?
A sloth brain has gone missing from my classroom.
A sloth brain has gone missing from my... Oh. Again? Yeah, my brain has gone too. Has gone missing too. A sloth brain has gone missing from my classroom.
No potions lesson until it is returned.
No potions lesson until it is returned. There'll be no potions lesson until it is returned. So, potions lesson, again a compound noun, we accent the first word in the item. Potions lesson. No potions lesson until it is returned. Oh, no. I can't pass. Because I need to get the The sloth brain?
The dungeons are closed until the sloth brain is returned.
Oh, the dungeons are closed until the... Okay, again. The dungeons are closed until... Ugh. No, it's not my day. Again.
Stop pestering me, Potter.
Stop pestering me, Potter. I loved it. Stop pestering me, Potter. I wasn't expecting that, really. You know? I really wasn't. If you pester somebody, well, you bother them, of course, right? Pester. To annoy someone, especially by asking them many times to do something. Yeah, it's like she's been pestered by reporters for days. And you could say for days on end, it's for ages. You can pester somebody for something. For example, I can't even walk down the street without being continually pestered for money. Oh, really? Is that the way you say that? Okay, okay. And you can be pestered to do something too. The kids have been pestering me to buy them new trainers. I like it. It's a great expression, Pester. Pester somebody for something. So whenever I'm, for example, yeah, whenever I go to watch a play, I'm always pestered for food. Or shall I say, whenever I go to watch a play and then go and have dinner, I'm always pestered for food on the street because people want me to give them my, uh, you know, dinner. Yeah, that's an interesting question. It's dictionary time again, guys. Yeah, it is dictionary time, so you'll have to bear with me, of course. Leftovers. Yeah, that was a word that was on the tip of my tongue, but for some reason, it just didn't come to me. Yep, so you can say the leftovers. The leftovers. So, what I meant to say was that whenever I go to, I don't know, after going to the theater, I go to, I don't know, to eat something, I go to have dinner. On my way home, people or people are always pestering me for food. When in fact, they don't know that that food, those leftovers actually, those leftovers are going to be my main meal, the next on in the next days. Do you know what I mean? So yes. So I never throw food away. I never throw away leftovers. The leftovers, I never throw them away because I always eat them afterwards. I don't know, during the week or whenever I haven't got anything else to eat at home, I eat the leftovers. So anyway, leftovers and pester. And you can pester somebody for something, right? Like leftovers or money, and you can pester somebody to do something, like to buy you something. Kids can pester you to buy them trainers. And in the game, we are pestering. Snape has just told us, "Stop pestering me, Potter." because we keep asking him questions. Let's see what he's going to say the next time. Stop pestering me, Potter. Yeah. So let's leave him alone. He could have said that, right? Leave me alone. But stop pestering me, Potter. Sounds more, you know, I don't know. It's a bit more sophisticated, I guess. Water time. I'm really thirsty today. Maybe because last night I ate pizza and, it had too much salt in it. So today I'm really thirsty and my mouth is really dry. That's why I'm struggling with, pronouncing certain words. Anyway, guys, so this is part 7 of my first playthrough of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PS1. Portrait room. Let's press the square button to use the door. Okay, this is the portrait room, and let's see if we can have a conversation.
Well, now, it's nice to see a new face in the Gryffindor, too. Good.
Well, now, it's nice to see a new face in a Gryffindor and a Gryffindor too. Okay, it's nice to see a new face and a Gryffindor too.
For you.
Good for
I
you.
can't remember the last time I opened up. I'm a bit rusty, you see. I'm not sure I still can.
Okay, I can't remember the last time I opened up. I'm a bit rusty, you see. I'm not sure I still can. Interesting. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I opened up. So I guess that what he means by open up, I guess that what he means, sorry, uh, it's dictionary time again. I know. If you open up, if you open up, let me talk. To stop being shy and say what you really think. Yeah, to open up. That's one meaning of open up. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the meaning here. I'm not sure if this portrait means that. If he means that he can't remember the last time he opened up, the last time he stopped being shy and say what he really thinks. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a bit rusty, you see. That's a great word. Being rusty, again, dictionary time. Being rusty. So if you're rusty, you're not as good at something as you used to be because you have not practiced in a very long time. So let me read that definition again in this dictionary time. If you're rusty, yes, if you're rusty, you are not as good at something as you used to be because you have not practiced it for a long time. Yes, because you have not practiced it for a very long time. Again, because you have not practiced it for a very long time. Can you say it? If you're rusty, you're not as good at something as you used to be because you have not practiced it for a very long time. You have not practiced did. Yeah, practice did. Practice, practiced. Right? Practice, practiced. Yes. As a verb, practice ends, yes, in a s sound.
Practice.
Practice. So the pronunciation of the ed of the participle tense is practiced with a t. So in the sentence, I can't remember the last time I opened up. I'm a bit rusty, you see. I'm not sure I still can. That was not the sentence. The sentence I wanted to read was the meaning of rusty, was it? I think so. If you're rusty, you're not as good at something as you used to be because you have not practiced it for a very long time. So, practiced it for a very long time. You've got the word practiced in the simple past. Actually, it's not in the simple past because it's a past participle. You have. You have not practiced. This is the present perfect. It's not the past simple because you have not practiced it. Practiced it. Practiced it. You connect the last t at the end of practiced with the beginning of it. So you say practiced it. Practiced it for a very long time. For example, my friend is a bit rusty. Yeah, rusty. That's a great word. Going back to the game. Let's continue. So we've got this portrait who can't remember the last time he opened up. He stopped being shy and open and talked. Um, you know, where is it? Open up. Remember that open up means to stop being shy and say what you really think. And when you say what you really think, could it be that we can say to speak your mind? Well, speak your mind means to tell people exactly what you think, but it's got this special layer of meaning because it means to tell people exactly what you think, even if it offends them. Okay, so that's a bit different. For example, he was a tough politician who wasn't afraid to speak his mind. So usually when you speak your mind, you're not afraid of, offending other people. So I don't think this applies to this conversation.
However, if you can find out the correct password, I'll give it a go.
Okay. However, if you can find out the correct password, okay, I'll give it a go. However, if you can find out the correct password, so if you can find out the correct password, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. That means that, well, could it be that he promises to do that? To give it a go? Yeah, will is usually used to express promises, right? That you're promising something. And give something a go means to attempt to do something. Yes, to give it a go, to have a go at something. Let me see if the Cambridge Online Dictionary is better. Give something better than the Longman Online Dictionary. Give something a go. Yes, the dictionary, the Cambridge Dictionary worked. Gave me what I needed. It means to attempt something, you know? Yeah, that's it. Give it a go. For example, only a few people are successful as professional athletes, but it's worth giving it a go, right? It's worth doing something. It's worth giving it a go, attempting to become a successful professional athlete. If I got the opportunity, I'd certainly give it a go. We've got nothing to lose, so let's give it a go. And look at this one. I always tell my kids, you have to be willing. Again, I always tell my kids, you have to be willing to give things a go. You can give things a go too. So, all right. We've been I've been playing and teaching you playing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PS1 to teach you British English for nearly an hour. This is episode 7 in the series. And we've got a bit more to go.
Off you go then, but be careful, there are some odd creatures about.
Off you go then. That's so British. Off you go then. It's like saying, you know, go away, but fronting the adverb particle, the off. Off you go then. Instead of saying go off you go then. Down you fall then. And you can say there's a series, there's called the Regime, I think, in which actress I can't remember her name from Titanic, you know, Rachel, is she? No, Rachel, just can't remember. Well, but anyway, she says, and this is going to be a bit rude, I'm sorry, but she says, off you fuck, right? Instead of saying fuck off you fuck. And this expression is usually used to tell somebody maybe to go away in a polite way, politely. So off you go then. Yeah, it's a bit patronizing, or I think it's usually used to talk to children. Off you go then. Right? Off you go then. But it's dictionary time, I think, so we can check it out. Off you go. Yeah, I don't see it here. No, I don't think so. No, but that's pretty much it, you know. But if you want, I can give you a better explanation. But I think it was enough. So anyway, let's in the sentence, off you go then. What's the meaning of that? Off you go then. Is it usually used to talk to who? And which would be the more a more or a which could be the rude version of this off you go? Okay. Oh, these headphones are killing me. Oh, they are. And they even make me feel a bit sleepy. And it's, yeah, this is very British anyway, as we said before. Off you go then. Basically means, alright, go ahead, you can go now. Right? So it's off you go, start moving, get going. Then softens it, makes it sound conversational, like, okay then. So go then. So together, off you go then. Or all right, go on then. That's what it means. Who is it used with? Usually said by someone who is giving permission, encouraging someone to start something, or gently sending someone away. Like, for example, common contexts, teacher student. Off you go then. Start the exercise. Parent child. Off you go then. Brush your teeth. Friend to friend. You're ready? Off you go then. Its tone is usually friendly, slightly playful, sometimes a bit in charge, like a teacher, parent vibe, but not rude by default. When can it feel rude? If said with the wrong tone, it can feel like, okay, leave now, a bit dismissive, especially if you don't know the person well, or it sounds like you're brushing them off. You know? Uh, so that's another word for the dictionary. Brush someone off. If you brush someone off, that means to refuse to listen to what someone says, or to refuse to think about something seriously. So that's to brush someone off. And yeah, so ruder versions, harsher versions, if you want to, the less polite, more direct equivalents. Off you go. That's off you go without the then at the end. Go on, off you go. You can feel dismissive. You can go now. More formal, a bit cold. All right, go. Blunt. Just go. Clearly rude. Get going. Bossy. And go away. Openly rude. And the most rude ever, or the rudest comment ever, would be off you fuck. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's continue. Off you go then. But be careful. There are some odd creatures about. Interesting use of about at the end of the sentence. There are some odd creatures about. That about means around, but it's used in the UK to mean around in this case, scattered around the place. There are some odd creatures about. There are some odd creatures around. Around American English, about UK or Great Britain. Alright, guys. So let's say United Kingdom or UK. We need to get the correct password, don't we? Alright, don't do that. There's fire on it. Let's see if we can... Maybe. Let's check upstairs. If it's possible to go through this door. Yeah. The Great Foyer. The Great Foyer. It's the first time we've entered the Great Foyer. Now that I come to think about it, whenever you coffee stream bot, yeah, that sounds a bit like I don't like it. You know, maybe I should add a different bot to my Twitch's streams. You know, maybe I should add a different message at the beginning. Okay, we've got these guys that are really dangerous. We need to be careful not to get sliced by them. Not to be cut in half. Let's save the game. Save our progress in the game. Alright, so this is it. I was just checking upstairs. Up there, there was something up there. But apparently there's nothing more in the Great Foyer. There seems to be something on top of this. Some kind of, I don't know. Oh, we've got to talk to somebody. Let me do something first. I'm gonna get rid of that. For now. I'm gonna get rid of my headphones. And let us have a conversation with this guy.
What happened to the suits of armour? I think Peeves has been at work.
Wait a moment. I made a silly mistake. I'm gonna load the last state. Oh, I forgot to press play. So, what are we supposed to do? This door is open. The dungeon, we've been there already. This one, the Great Hall. We've been there before. Portrait room. Well, yeah, I don't remember if we've got to use this door. Oh, we've never been here. First time. That's so cool. We definitely eat. We definitely eat. Sorry. We definitely need these. These are called earwax every flavor beans, I guess. Earwax every flavor beans. Ugh. Okay. I think I need a break, guys. I'm a bit drowsy at the moment, which means I'm a bit sleepy and I need to go and get something, I don't know, to eat or something to drink or anything for that matter. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a 5 minute break, shall we? So be seeing you in 5 minutes. Alright guys, so this is the end of part 7 of my first playthrough of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PS1. And that's a wrap on today's stream, guys. Let me tell you a bit about what we did today. We picked up some really useful English along the way while playing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PS1, and here are the highlights. I'm a bit rusty. When you haven't done something in a while and you're not as good as before. To be good at something, pretty straightforward, right? But super common and useful. Stop pestering me when someone is annoying you by insisting or bothering you repeatedly. To give it a go. To try something even if you're not sure you'll succeed. And to have or to get the hang of something when you start understanding or getting better at the skill. We also talked about phrases like, you seem to have the hang of it, and let's see if you're any good at something, which are great in real conversations. On top of that, we touched on compound nouns like training pitch, a nice little detail that helps your English sound more natural. And of course, we spent some time flying around the Quidditch training pitch, chasing the golden snitch. Not bad at all, right? If you enjoyed the stream, stick around. Part 8 of the playthrough is coming up next, and we'll keep learning English naturally while gaming. My mouth is too dry. If you enjoyed the stream, stick around. Part 8 of the playthrough is coming up next, and we'll keep learning English naturally while gaming. See you there. Bye bye. Cheers.